Hey, what's up everybody? Paul here, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope you're getting ready for a good weekend, get some good bench time in, good time with the family. So, trying to get caught up on a few things. It has been a pretty hectic couple of weeks. Had a Throwback Thursday video to go, and I'm guessing I deleted it by accident, thinking it had uploaded. So I might do tomorrow, might do a resin review, an old kit review, mag review, kind of get caught up for the week. Want to thank everybody. Just realized the channel's almost at 2,000 subs now. You're about 15 away. I was blown away. I mean, I felt like just the other day we had 1,000. We were doing the giveaway, which I procrastinated on the full giveaway, but we did get the winners, sent them out each. Got one of these, brand new. Love this kit. I got a few myself. And just kind of fits, I think, in part with the channel, the style I build, and with what the folks that won, what they had listed out, it kind of fit there. So I thought that'd be cool. So I picked up a couple of those and shipped them out. And the other thing I wanted to do here was touch base on a subject Adam over at Sodak Model Cars brought up with time spent watching the videos, supporting, the channels throughout the community, and how we do that. Are we watching, the full video, just clicking right through? So for me, it's, guess, a little somewhere down the middle. First off, as you guys know, if you followed my channel, I started this really because I wanted to jump into 2 group builds, and they said throw up your entry video on your channel. Sorry, well, guess I'll create a channel. I kicked it around, but it was one of those things, just, thought about it, but didn't do it. So that's how I got started. And, I've gotten to know a lot of people, texts, calls, emails, chat, stuff through channels, group builds. When I think about the community here, or at least the portion, I mean, in general, it's a huge community, right? But there's a portion of it, I guess, where a lot of us interact. I could say there's some folks that have been around that never had any interaction with great channels. But then there's another portion I feel like we interact, whether it's through YouTube or some other avenue, right? And for me, it's hard to believe. I was telling Belle, we were talking about it, and it's hard for me to believe that, we've only been in this since, it was June or July. It was July. Was it June? June or July 4th. And I mean, it's just crazy. Made a lot of good friends, folks that I've either watched their channels, seen their builds in magazines, forums. Now we chat. Really cool. So in a perfect world, I would love to be able to watch everybody's full video, full length, whether it was, just simply to throw the support, or because everything just grabbed me, right? As humans, I hate to say it, but especially with technology, I think it's proven there is a very short attention span. And YouTube videos, I think there's been a lot of, what would you say? I mean, they've been digested, broken down. Anybody that's kind of jumped in and did a little research on YouTube channels, that is a whole massive community of people just telling you how to create your channel, right? How to get 1,000 subs, how to get monetized. That in itself, there's like 1 million of those folks. And a lot of it's like the same stuff, just worded differently, right? But there are some that when I watch some, because myself, if I'm going to spend the time to do this, I do want to try to develop a decent channel. So in watching some of the stuff really did hit home, but when it talks about the attention spans and everything else, I mean, and if you look at the analytics, I mean, you'll see where it starts, and it's like an immediate drop. In most cases, if you're lucky, maybe it kind of has a little nicer slope, but otherwise, it's a pretty good drop. I don't I've looked at mine off and on, but never really dialed in. You know, I think for a 15-20 minute video, watch times are probably like 6 to 8 minutes, which, you know, to me, if you guys are enjoying the content, you're getting something out of it, that's awesome. Would it be nice to just have it? Of course. I mean, everybody, I'm sure, whether the goal was to get monetized or not, would love to, you know, have something that supports the hobby, right? When I started this, I didn't think I'd probably reach 500 subs, you know? But I think it kind of falls into that little niche, something that we all do that's a little different from each other. I've talked to some friends about this, and we talk about, like, some channels are predominantly, they do builds. They build models on their channel. Some people absolutely love it, and some would say that's how you're going to get the most subs, the most watch time. I did that 37 Ford on here. I started doing the El Camino, but then I think it was on here, but not to the extent the 37 Ford pickup was. And as I had those models out a couple weeks ago, between the GTO and something else, I think we're going to do another one of those similar to the 37 Ford, because I do like to mix that in. Might even give it away when it's done. I don't know. Always kind of thinking of different ways to keep things creative here. That's why I do, you know, the Throwback Thursday, Resident Review Tuesday, getting some other ideas. Because you want to be a little different, right? Everybody likes to have that variety out there. I know I do. So when I look at all the channels that I watch, that I enjoy, I would love to say I watch every video and 100% of it, but I don't. I mean, I can't. It'd probably be impossible. Now, I don't simply scroll through. If I click on one, I'm normally watching a good portion of it. One thing that helps me out, and probably the opposite where a lot of people are, or what I'm hearing is, it sounds like you open a video, click like, leave a comment, click out of it. For me, a portion of my listening time is when I'm driving. Do a lot of driving, whether it's for work, going to the pool hall. So at those times, a lot of times, that's when I'll put on someone's YouTube channel and listen. I can't watch everything because I'm driving, but that's a lot of the listening time. And a lot of times I can reach over, hit the like, but I can't type a comment, right? So I'll have to come back later, jump in it, type a comment. But there's so many channels, and I mean, I can, just thinking in my head, I mean, I can rattle off a whole bunch that if, you know, everybody was doing a 5 to 20 minute video X amount of times a week, or you combine those, I mean, that's a lot of time. Now, I do try when I can to flip through videos and listen to stuff while I'm doing other things, reports or whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I definitely see Adam's point, and I think in the perfect world it would work out that way. But just like everything else and all the other categories through YouTube, you're going to see that where some are click-throughs and others have higher watch rates. I've talked to some friends that have channels that have been in here longer than I have, and they've asked me about subs. Well, as I mentioned before, there's a portion of subs that come from, you know, model car videos, and then there's a portion of subs that come from all the shorts I do on the real car stuff. So I can't say that me almost having 2,000 subs in, you know, 5 months is because it's an outstanding model car YouTube channel, because a lot of those come from the real car stuff. And just like here, if I'm not posting videos, you know, I have a couple friends that have called, hey, is everything good? Are you all right? You know, doing good. And I appreciate that. That's the type of genuine friendships that have developed through this. But similar with the shorts, I don't interact with the people as much. But there are some folks, if I'm not posting them, they're like, hey, what's going on? How come you're not posting this? So you get it from both ends, right? But yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to have folks. You know, like I say, I hope people enjoy the content, and I hope if you're only watching, you know, 6 minutes of it, that you're getting whatever the gist of that video is. I think at the end of the day, and I don't know everybody's backgrounds, but it's just like anything, you know, someone who does public speaking, presentations, they could probably run through a lot of our videos and say, hey, there's out of this whole group of you guys, your 20-minute videos could really be condensed to 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, right? And again, that's someone who's looking at attention rate, attention spans. You know, they say your video has to have that that pull within like the first 8 seconds, you know, and your titles, your thumbnails, everything has to tie in, everything has to grab you. And right off the bat, you have to hit the ground running with your video, the content that aligns with your title, your thumbnail. And then you got to have that, that little, what do they call it? That little hook, right? That keeps them in where you're not giving everything up in the beginning. For me, that's a lot of work. And I know there's people that have that assistance to get their videos edited or help created in a certain way that does all that. And that's awesome. I mean, if you're able to do that and it works for you, more power to you. But for me, you know, like I say, I'm just here kind of showing you guys what I like to do, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you pick something up from it. So again, hopefully this doesn't seem all over the place, but that was kind of my touch on that. I guess to sum it up, I try to watch the videos I click on all the way through. Do I always make it? I do not. So I would be guilty in that area. And on my end, I just tell people, if you enjoy it, sub, like, comment, and yeah, hopefully watch the video, you know. But that's about it. Did the giveaway, 2K, we'll do another giveaway, be a little more on top of it, probably be something a little bigger, I don't know. That's pretty wild. Starting to clean up another Foose pickup body here for a project, still working on some group builds. So that's everything, and I appreciate everybody that's checked in, as might go, you know, 5, 6, 7 days or maybe even a little more without a video. It kind of goes back to when I started this. Like I said, I'm having a blast doing it, having a blast getting information out, interacting. But I don't want it to take from the bench time, so as time tightens up, the whole kind of YouTube model building, everything, that time kind of escalates or gets pushed to actual bench time. But no, in the end of the day, my goal is to push out, you know, about 2 to 3 good videos a week, you know, with the Throwback Thursday, Resin Review Tuesday, and then just a general channel chatter, you know, something like that. It seems to work. So anyhow, guys, again, this is my first video, probably in somewhere between 7-10 days. So thank you guys for reaching out. All is good, just keeping busy. Hope all you guys are good. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, good holiday. Getting ready for Christmas now. Hopefully you guys are wrapping up any group builds due by the end of the year. I've been working on that along with a few other projects. I have a few things I actually have been working on the back end here for the channel. Just some little adjustments, things that I see hopefully kind of clean it up a little. And that's it. I've got a few kits pulled for some Throwback Thursdays. So that's really cool. Excited about that. Like I say, we did some shifting, so resin stuff and some of the older kits are a little harder to get to. So it's actually, before I just run over and grab one. Now it's taking a little time, so I got to go through and organize some of that. So anyhow, guys, happy Friday. Might see another video up later. If not, probably tomorrow and Sunday for sure. Have a good one. Hopefully that answered the question. Paul, Left Coast Model Car Builds. Appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you guys later.